Oh, we live in a strange age. Can we take seriously when predators attack predators, being predators themselves? I don't know. So let me just do a short thing on a guy I've been exposing, and I'll continue to expose. But I want to be fair, because again, these McCarthy campaigns can get out of control. So I try looking this guy up. I think he changed his Twitter name, because I'm pretty sure he was under Mugam or something else. So anyway, he changed it, and I tried to look him up. This is Tumara Nikaraki. That is not his name. His real name is Michael. But anyway, apparently the account has been suspended on the X. And I mean, Elon is tolerating outright pro-Nazi stuff and corn. Not even judging. I mean, I'm a fan of the corn. I'll admit it. But there you are. So if corn can pass through and even pro-Nazi tweets, but apparently Tomora did something that was a little bit too much. Was it related to his pedophilia? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. But maybe some justice in the world. Maybe. So now let's get to making fun of Aaron Smith Levin, who was moralizing about Danny Masterson and how Danny and his crimes really disturb him. So disturbing that he was smiling and laughing throughout his whole video because, these crimes are very disturbing. And I like how now we're adding new victims because Aaron is saying for decades Danny was victimizing women. I'm like, decades? He's also misusing the word Jane Doe a lot in his videos because some of these Jane Does are no such thing. I mean, Bixler has gone full public for some time. Why is he calling them Jane Does? And to be fair, one other Jane Doe is also kind of public, but she's gone back and forth. I don't know how to label her. One of the Jane Does does seem to want to be a Jane Doe, so I'm going to be fair. Of these three victims, and again, I had to do the Google to double check. Okay, one is April 25th, 2003. Let's be very clear, 2003. Another alleged incident, October, December 2003. That's another Jane Doe. And the third, Bixler says that she was victimized in November 2001. So, what does he mean by decades? Again, all the confirmed or alleged cases were within 1 decade. So, is he saying that in the 1990s, Danny Masterson had these other victims? Who are they? He doesn't say. But apparently, it was also multiple continents. I'm like, huh? As far as I know, these were all U.S. citizens. But again, I'm mocking Aaron, right? I want to be clear. These are serious issues and serious crimes. However, yeah, his reporting is just moronic and clownish. But in case you were perhaps feeling any sympathy for Danny, oh no, for decades and continents, and it's like amazing. It's like 7, 12, 20 victims. Oh my God, Scientology evil. It must be destroyed. You must support me, guys. I'm destroying Scientology. I know you have questions about my concubine and my terrorisms and my criminal record and my Danny Masterson tendencies, but here's the thing. Danny Masterson evil, Aaron good. Multiple decades of terrorism. Okay, can you give us some names, dates, a few more details? I don't know. I mean, again, I'm going to be good faith. Maybe the Jane Does have additional evidence that maybe we're not aware of or that was, restrained during the trial. But presumably, Aaron is willing to share this information. So you're like, okay, well, what's the information? I mean, I'm on board that Danny Masterson is a scumbag and his friends are scummy, right? A lot of the 70s shows people were also Scientologists and supporting this monster. That's all good. That's all fine. But really, he's just making stuff up. Like apparently with Danny Masterson, we're just going to be in a fact-free zone. Also, I love how Aaron was fantasizing about Booba or Bubba doing something to Danny. Apparently, Bubba's based on a real person, but no such incidents have happened, nor is there any hint that they will happen. But you know, that's uh, that's Aaron fantasizing about homosexual gang affairs and multiple victims across multiple decades that never happened because he's in trouble, so he's got to pump up his stories with fake hoods and falsehoods and just insanities. And given his recent revelations, which apparently are true, that Mike Rinder was covering up CA crimes, you're like, that doesn't put you in a better position, right? You were working with Rinder day and night at the Aftermath Foundation. So how are you not guilty of covering up these crimes? I guess it's just magic, right? He worked for one charitable organization, technically Scientology. Aaron, even though he's been accused of being very violent and violent there, he didn't commit any crimes. Same thing with the Aftermath Foundation. They were committing the crimes. Claire and Mike, he was just innocent in the corner reading his Bible, helping the Jane Does. That's the fairy tale, anyway. But yeah, I don't see multiple decades, multiple victims here. There are 3 explicit victims. Maybe there are more who have not spoken up. But at this point, we're in the civil phase, guys. It's not a criminal trial anymore. If you want to get money from Danny Masterson, you are free to sue him. So why would these other Jane Does not come forward? I'm not saying it's good, right? Clearly, some people will put out false accusations. I'm just saying, in terms of the money, this is the time and place to raise your hand. But I want to be fair and accurate. There is a slightly weird case of a 4th victim. But however, it still proves that Aaron is lying. But I'll get into that in other commentaries. So please become a channel member, and you will be getting some more extra, very brutal details on these very odd cases. But now let me continue the campaign here of hypocrisy with the case of Melanie Mack and the quartering. And this one is really out there. And to be fair, the quartering is technically more guilty because it was really out there. And this is not me telling on anyone. This video has been circulating for some time. So the basic gist is Dr. Disrespect, a very big internet personality, successful businessman, basically got outed for his conversations with an underage fan. Now, according to the doctor, it was nothing sexual. He does admit the conversations were inappropriate. He should not have said it, but apparently it was not about sex or romance. He was just talking to this underage fan, and it got out. And the quartering and Melanie Mack, being very good right-wing grifters, immediately defended Doc as being really a swell, nice guy. And really, it's the media and the left-wing communist conspiracy. They're the ones who are really guilty. Any case, they support Biden and Epstein or whatever. So they're the really guilty ones. I'm just marveling that the quartering has any opinion at all. Because there's a video, granted, it's an older video, when apparently he's working at a store, and he was advising people. He was literally advising people to protect themselves against the FBI. Okay, all right, that's nothing illegal per se. Because if they might have CP, they could be in trouble. And me being the naive moron, I'm like, CP, what is that? And I was like, looking it up, I'm like, oh. I mean, there's several things going on. One, apparently, working at this shop, he routinely kept finding men having this stored on their computers. Like, oh, that's bad, guys. You guys are being a little too obvious. You need to hide this better. So one, apparently, that's just very normal to him. And so it's like, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But you could get caught by the feds. So you need to take an extra step and get rid of the evidence. That's nice, quartering. That's very, very nice. This is an authentic video. He's never denied it's authentic. And it is like crazy. But never let it be said I don't come with receipts. So this is the quartering on the Twitter. And he says, well, he doesn't think it was a good thing, but he's not that angry. So this is his response. Oh, I agree. He effed up. I have made a half dozen videos saying exactly that. All I am saying is words have meaning, and the dude's not a P guy. Okay. At least not yet. Okay. But we have a video of you. If someone does fully embrace that lifestyle and has a lot of CP stored on their PC, you're advising them to get rid of it so you don't have any issues with the FBI. So it seems like you're saying both things. You're saying, oh, no, it's really bad, guys. However, if you do have it, get rid of the evidence and protect yourself. Well, then you don't think it's that bad. I mean, to be fair, this is not saying that Jeremy participates in this culture, right? Or that he is one himself, per se. But he thinks legally we should actually help protect them and make sure they don't get convicted. At the very least, that points to indifference. So there we go. It's all very disturbing and insane. And again, I get it. It's being driven by greed and profits and YouTube viewership. I get it. I'm part of the system too, so I don't want to be too moralistic. I will say for Aaron, although he's very racist, he's not as racist as the Quartering, who is really inviting a lot of anti-black racists to his channel. Aaron has not gone that extreme or that far. And the Quartering was also caught trying, he failed because they turned him down, trying to publish some work in a neo-Nazi magazine. I am not joking, he tried, but they turned him down. So Aaron has not tried anything as crazy. He has not tried to publish his work in a neo-Nazi format yet. But there we are. So a lot of fake tears about predators, victimizing victims, but the people saying this are themselves very strong pro-predators or outright predators themselves. And that's where we are today. Sadly, 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 sadly.